Hello everyone, welcome back. I made a decision. Unfortunately, we're at a journey's beginning. That's right. Everything that has an ending has a beginning, and that's where we are right now. We're at a journey's beginning. And let me show you what I'm talking about right here. So right here we have a Chevy Silverado EV, and this is a pretty nice vehicle here. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day today. Well, today I am taking my Rivian to drop it off, and this is the last drive for this Rivian R1T, and of course we still have the R1S, but yeah, so this is it. As far as the mechanical issues, this vehicle has been stellar. I never had any type of mechanical issues with this as far as the drivetrain. As far as the efficiency, I've been averaging around 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour. Even the winter range has been pretty decent, and I made a few videos on the winter range if you want to go ahead and check those out. But yeah, it's been stellar. The air conditioner works awesome. And I know some people are complaining about the AC unit, especially in the generation 2 with the heat pump. But yeah, this generation vehicle, yeah, I get cold in this. As a matter of fact, I have it set to 74 right now, and that's how cold it gets in here. And as far as battery degradation, I haven't had anything that's noticeable. In fact, on my last road trip, and you can check that video out also, I drove it from Branson to home, Branson, Missouri to home, and without stopping. And yeah, we were getting like 2.3, 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour during that trip. And actually, when I put it in conserve mode, it said I was getting 331 miles of range, which is actually more range than it was when I first purchased this vehicle. And so this vehicle was more proficient almost 3 years later than it was when I purchased it. Not sure how that happened, but that's the case there. And you can go ahead and check that video out just if you want to see for yourself. And it surprised me also. This has been a good journey. As far as the Generation 1 is concerned, some of the things that can really use some improvement is the driver's assist. It has improved since I've owned this vehicle, but still, it is not where it should be. And I think the Gen 2s will be a little better. And I'm sure people who have those, let me know in the comment section if your driver assistance in the Generation 2 is better. I know it has more capability, has more compute power, enough compute power for self-driving from what I understand. And so I'm really interested in what the Rivian's autonomy platform is going to do going forward. And hopefully I see that with the R2, like a lot of you will also. Let me go ahead and head over to drop this vehicle off, and I'll see you all on the other side. And so I'm in the airport, and so in about an hour or so, I'm going to be heading out to pick my vehicle up. So today is the 6th of September, and yeah, I'm going to be flying out, and in a few more hours, I get to see the vehicle I've selected in person, and you'll get to see it also. And so I'll see you all back a little later. So I arrived at Denver, Colorado, and yeah, this is where I'm going to be picking my vehicle up. So yeah, so I had to come all the way out to Colorado to get it. And it was the vehicle I wanted, so sometimes you got to go get it. And I definitely wasn't going to pay to have it transported here, so. But we'll find out in about maybe 30 or 45 minutes which vehicle I decided to go with. So go ahead and stay tuned. And also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to have more footage coming up on this vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and get myself an Uber, head to the destination to check this vehicle out. Hopefully everything will be good to go, but you'll be with me, so you'll be able to see. And I'll see you all back a little later. So I arrived to my destination and here to pick my vehicle up, and I'm just going to show you what we're looking at right here. So right here we have a Chevy Silverado EV. And this is a pretty nice vehicle here. It looks like it needs to get cleaned up a bit, but it's in white. But it's not the vehicle I'm going to be getting. Yeah, no way. I like GM products, but Yeah, they're good. They're good. They make good cars that have electric powertrains, but I'm going to go with a vehicle maker that actually makes electric cars. And that's what they do. That's their skill set and their absolute advantage. And so if you haven't guessed by now, I'm at the Rivian Service Center. And I am here to pick my new vehicle up. And obviously, come on now, you know I had to go with a Rivian. Yeah, it's no way I'm going to give up my R1T for some other brand. The other brands just don't excite me at all. That Chevy Silverado looks nice. It's just too big of a vehicle. I don't know what type of future updates they may have. What about the software? I know I owned 2 Chevy EVs before, and there was never any software updates or anything like that. There was no changes from the day I purchased that vehicle. But oh, well, check this out. We have this BMW right here also. Pretty nice vehicle. Yeah, but that's not what I'm here for either. Right now I'm at the Denver Rivian Service Center, and I think this is the biggest service center. This is huge. And I'm just gonna take you for a little look around. This is a huge service center here. I'm not sure if these are rental vehicles, but that Chevy Silverado happens to be. It was listed, it's parked in the Enterprise parking lot, or parking space. Oh, yeah, but look, Kia right here also. But yeah, you have Rivians all up and down here. And all over here. And there's a big lot of them back here. So some of these vehicles are, fan is running on this one. That's interesting. Yeah, not sure what's up with that. Just rows and rows of Rivians. A lot more R1Ss and R1Ts, which I suspected. And I can tell that some of these are Gen 1s, others are Gen 2s. But yeah, this is a huge service center. This dwarfs the one in Hazelwood, Missouri, where I actually dropped my Rivian off at. I dropped my Rivian off at the St. Louis Service Center, which is actually in Hazelwood, Missouri, yesterday. And went home and got everything ready and caught a flight out this morning from St. Louis to Denver to pick this Rivian up. And I can't wait to show it to you. And, but in the meantime, just check all these Rivians out on this lot. I mean, even right here, they have the Rivian mobile service vans. And they have more Rivians inside this gated area here. Just a lot. Yeah, a Tesla Model X right there. Lots and lots of Rivians. This Canyon Red, when you see it, looks orange. And it's just a cool color. It doesn't necessarily look red depending on how the light hits it. It's very, very unique color. Now it seems like Rivian's got a lot of colors. They took all the colors out of their lineup except for blue, and is there any other color? And I guess the Storm, if you can get a tri-motor or a quad motor. Is there any other colors? Yeah, they got rid of the Canyon Red and also the limestone, which that happen to be my favorite color. It's the color of my Rivian. But right here you have the Storm Blue. I guess this is a tri-motor R1S, and I did test drive one like this. And with this Storm Blue, sometimes it's hard to tell whether it's blue or gray. So it just depends on how the light is hitting it. And I wonder what paint mixture they use for this paint, because it looks like there might be some limestone mixed in with some of that Rivian blue. And that's kind of what it looks like to me. It has the yellow stripe on the back. But another one right here, this white one, this looks pretty nice. That looks really nice. And this is also a tri-motor. I said quad, that's a tri-motor. If I say quad, I mean tri. But yeah, this is also a tri-motor also with the yellow brake calipers, with the blackout, with the Rivian. Looks really nice on this white vehicle here. And even the tow hooks are blacked out. Yep, that's a nice looking vehicle there. That white one there, you can't, that's nice looking. And I'm usually not a white vehicle guy because it's hard to keep it clean. But I have owned white vehicles in the past. And oh, that's a Tesla Model. Is that yes, the Tesla Model X right there. The white one looks pretty decent. But yeah, just rows and rows of Rivians. And so I'm not sure if this is just a bunch of inventory. It may just well be a bunch of inventory. But some of these vehicles, you can tell these are pre-owned vehicles, like the whole row down there. Those all look pre-owned. And the ones on this row here, these all look to be newer vehicles. And I did see a quad motor in here somewhere, only one. And oh, here's over here. And this is a quad motor. And you can see the gear guard Gary right there with the being blown in the wind. And right here it says quad R1S. And this one has the off-road tires on it. And I'll see if I can get through here. These things are parked pretty close together. And here's a forest green one. Oh, this is another color. They should have forest green because our R1S is forest green also. But this one's a dual motor. As you can see by the silver brake calipers here and the silver badging. And this has the black interior. So just to give a closer look at this one, and you can see the blue brake calipers here, and that is a teal. And you got the Rivian badge with the teal, showing that this is a quad motor. I don't know. I think I would have gone with a brighter blue myself, like my shoes right here. Or blue like on my shirt here, you know, this color blue. That's more of a greenish blue, more of a teal. So I'm not sure how I like how it looks on it with this gray. It may look good with a black or white vehicle for sure. Not sure about the gray, not sure about the launch green either. So, but we'll have to see. I haven't seen any quad motors with the burnished bronze rim, so I'm interested to see what that looks like. Only seen the off-road tires are black, off-road tires, and also the Super Sports. So, but I have not seen burnished bronze. So I'm really curious what they look like because I saw it in the configurator. I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. But we'll see, we'll see. I don't see any of those around here. Matter of fact, I don't even see the Super Sport. When I was at the St. Louis, oh, those Colorado blue spruces are nice looking. You check that out. See, I'm getting distracted by landscaping. That looks like a globe blue spruce right there. Yeah, it's one of my favorite trees. I guess we are in Colorado, so that's where they originate from. Just to get back on track. Yeah, so I haven't seen those yet. And you know, when I looked in the configurator, it showed like different range for those different tires. I know the Super Sport, they get like 338 miles. But I did another video where I actually looked up how much those tires cost and what the warranty are. It's only like 15,000 mile warranty. It's cut in half because they're offset tires and you can't really rotate them. You can only rotate them, you know, from side to side. You can't do like a 4-wheel rotation on them. So the warranty is cut in half for any offset tires. And those things, yeah, you'll probably be replacing those tires every year. They're actually not as expensive as the 22-inch Pirelli Scorpion tires. The actual road tires, I guess you want to call them, the all-season ones. They cost, I think the all-season actually cost a little more money. So you all know that I'm getting a Rivian for sure. Because what else would I be getting? Come on now, seriously. You all thought I was going to get anything else but a Rivian? Come on now. There's no way I'm going to give up my Rivian for like a Cybertruck or a Chevy Silverado or what else is out there. Nothing that would pique my interest, just put it that way. I would not give my Rivian R1T up for any of those other vehicles. And that's Yeah, that wasn't even a thought that entered my mind. And I know some other people commented as far as perhaps a Cadillac Lyric or something like that. We did entertain that for my wife, but I need a truck. I use my Rivian for a truck, and I do a lot of home projects, so I have to have a truck. I guess I don't have to, but I would not replace my Rivian with a SUV or something smaller like that because it just won't work for my needs. So I got a couple hours wait. My appointment is not until 11 o'clock. And yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and look around, and yeah, and you all will find out here shortly which vehicle that I purchased. So you got the dual motor, and you got that dual standard that Kyle counter tested on the out of spec reviews. Seemed like an awesome bargain. You have the tri-motor, and of course you have the quad motor, which is very expensive, especially looking up from the tri to the quad. That's a lot of extra money. You're probably going to be spending about $120,000 for that vehicle. But I'll see you all back a little later, and hopefully we'll be checking out this brand new Rivian, and we'll get to see which one that I actually got. But until then, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I want to be producing a lot of content on this new vehicle. Of course, it's going to be a Gen 2 Rivian. It's going to have some of the more updated stuff as far as the cameras and the software, which will enable better self-driving features and things like that going into the future. So it's going to be an upgrade in that respect, but we'll just have to see which one it is. Go ahead in the comment section and select which one you think it is. Either the dual standard Rivian, which is an awesome bargain. You got the Dual Max, which has the best range, very economical, and probably one of the better values. And then you have the Tri, which that increases the performance, and yeah, you have launch features and things like that on it. And then you have a Quad, which is a huge jump in price, and not a lot of additional features on that at that price point. But you are adding 1,025 horsepower. But that's only in launch mode. Let me know which one, either 1 through 4, which one you think it is, and then we'll see if you are correct. And I'll see you all back a little later. And this is inside of the Denver Service Center. It's pretty cool. I guess I have all these drawings that kids made. Pretty cool. And they have colored pencils and stuff right here on the table where the kids or adults can draw, and I guess they display them up here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, they even have books. I guess and some Rivian gear. And I will see you all back a little later. Now it's time for the big reveal. I'm gonna show you which one I picked out, the one I'm taking home with me. Got some things to talk to you about on the way home. But yeah, here we go right here. So I went with Storm Blue. Switch colors up on you. And just go around here, check this out. And I went with a Storm Blue Rivian R1T, and this is a Gen 2. And not only a Gen 2, but it is the quad motor. Let me show you again, right here. R1T quad. So I had to go with the big boy. Yeah, so I have to switch the quad for the quad. And I have the burnished bronze rims on here. Just check those out. Let me know what you think of these in the comment section. And these are more of a subdued, the last ones are really shiny, the black ones I have on my Rivian. And they really don't look that big a difference. But this is more of a satin finish, and it's kind of even hard to tell that that's bronze in there, but it looks really nice. And of course, this has the Pirelli Scorpions on there. I haven't seen these yet on any of the vehicles. Even in the configurator, this is the only one in the configurator that had, not the configurator, I mean in the Rivian shop, they had the burnished bronze rims on it. And you can see right here, you got the calipers, and you all should have known that I was gonna go with this, just based on my shoes. You see I got my teal shoes on also. And of course, see even the tail in the Duke of Middleville. So it should have been a clue that I was going to go with the quad motor. And I'm really interested to see what type of range I get on this. It's not at 100%. I think it's like at 86. I might take it to a charging station to charge it up to 100 to see how much I can go on the first leg before I get to my destination, which is a hotel. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. I checked out all the fit and finish, and it looks excellent. There's a bit of a gap here, but yeah, these panel gaps are looking pretty darn good. A lot better than my first Rivian. This is looking really nice. So just check out all the gaps here. And of course you have the black in, it's not teal, it's called Laguna Blue, which basically looks like a teal, but looks nice up against this storm blue. Looks really nice up against the storm blue. And I guess it would have been nice if they would have done the same thing with this. Why not put the Laguna Blue on the Rivian Compass here? That really look nice, make it stand out more. And of course, okay, why aren't we opening? Okay, that's not good. That's not a good sign. I guess the vehicle fell asleep. Maybe it's not gonna wake up. There we go. And of course you have the NACS port on this vehicle. That's both the positive and the negative. The negative being is that the quad motor is supposed to come with the CCS adapter, you know, to NACS, but they said they're going to be mailing it to me. Of course, I got this long road trip ahead of me. It's over 850 miles I have to go, and now I'm just limited to Tesla superchargers, which may not necessarily be bad, but when I originally planned the route, I had a bunch of the Rivian Adventure network in there, and I wanted to, you know, just go ahead and plug in there and test these adapters out, but unfortunately I won't be able to do that. And of course, here's the front trunk. And yeah, looks pretty nice in here, and this does come with the J1772 adapter, which I do have a Rivian level 2 charger at home, so that'll come in handy with that. Of course, this is the Moroni slip, and you can see that, yeah, this vehicle is pretty expensive. It comes with the holes for to air up and to air down your tires for the air compressor, and also a first aid kit. And yeah, I like this new trunk. I like that it has these little baskets on here, and I like this surface area right here. And of course, as I showed you all mine yesterday, and of course there's no 12-volt outlet here. They stopped putting those in. And of course now the signal lights are down in here, and they're no longer in here. You don't have the yellow here, but it does have the adaptive headlights, or dynamic headlights, not dynamic high beams. And so it'll cut light depending on where cars are located on the road, and we'll be able to test that out. It has the new tonneau cover on it, and my vehicle didn't come with a tonneau cover, and so this is definitely a plus. And this one is the new one with the slats on it. You can see it does make a little noise, but that's a lot better than the older one. You know, just go ahead and close that up. And I really need this because I use my truck bed all the time, and when I don't need it, of course, having this would really increase the fuel economy. Okay, and that seems to work just fine. And for those of you who never saw a Rivian before, of course you have the gear tunnel right here, and it goes all the way through the other side of the vehicle, and that side opens up also. And you can use this for a step or a seat. And let's just check out the interior. So yeah, this looks very nice. This is one of the main reasons I want to switch over, is because this nice interior here in this Generation 2 with the Ascend interior, or Ascend interior. And also with the plaid mats on the floor. The fit and finish on this is a lot better than the Gen 1 that I had. And also, we have 2 Gen 1s, but and now I can see from this is my 3rd one so far that they have improved with each iteration of these vehicles. And yeah, this all looks really good here. Yeah, it all looks good. And I'll just give you a look on the inside of this. I really love this interior with all the different layers. Of course, you have this layer here, which is I guess it looks like the storm blue color on the outside. And then you have this really nice honey wood. I'm not sure exactly remember what this wood grain is called, but I really like this light wood. I do a lot of woodworking, and just to remind me of a lot of the things I build. Really nice. And of course, you go with the down to the ocean coast and down to the blue, and I like this orange stitching in here also. And one of the other things they changed with this interior is that instead of having that more of cloth, this is that leatherette material here. And of course, this does flex open. So let's just take a look in here and just check out this interior. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful. And I like this burnished bronze look, and this actually matches the rims on the vehicle, so this really goes together really well, and with all the other accents, so it really ties everything in from the inside to the outside very nicely. I mean, I just love this wood grain on the steering wheel, and it's a lot smoother also. So this, you could actually wipe this because it's not as coarse as a wood in my vehicle. If you try to do this in my vehicle, it'll just mess your hands. Let me go ahead and pull this off. Wait a minute, can I pull it off? There we go. At least let me take this off. And will I pull this off? Maybe I will go ahead and pull this off. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. All right, we got it all pulled off now. Let's go ahead and pull this off. So yeah, this is looking very nice, and pretty excited. So the next thing I'm going to do is get this thing on the road. And I'm going to road test this and, see how much range I can get out of this. And in fact, let's just take a look at this and see what we have as far as what it's saying, as far as range, where we're getting. And let me go to this energy tab and see if it's showing anything here. And at 100%, it says projecting 345 miles. Switch to conserve mode and see what it says now. Okay. Oh, and it has it right there. They got the quad even showing the blue brake calipers in here. Pretty awesome. Let's see what it looks like in sport mode. Let's see. Let's go ahead and lower this vehicle down. This is pretty awesome how Rivian does this. So your vehicle, it even has the gear guard Gary on the back. That's pretty cool. That is awesome. Showing that this is in fact quad mode. Okay, let's go back to conserve. And I'm going to go back to the energy tab. And at 100%, it's projecting 403 miles. So that is pretty darn good. And so even at 83%, it's projecting 336 miles in conserve mode, as you can see here. So yeah, we're going to test this out. And maybe I'll charge it to 100% when I get to my next charging station, just to see how far I can go on the single charge. And hope you all enjoy this. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section as far as what are your thoughts on this quad motor. Again, I'm ready to put it on the road and test it out. I may have to make a stop before then. I may have to clean these windshields off. It's not clean to my standards, and I also maybe want to see if I can get a portable window wash. I was going to bring mine with me, but my bag was packed tight with all my camera equipment and things like that. And I just bought a little small bag with me because I was going to just turn and burn. And that's what I'm about ready to do. So the second video, if you want to see it, we're going to road test this vehicle. So make sure you hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. But that's all I have for now. I'd like to thank you for joining me again. And I can't wait to see you on the next video.